You are now tuned into the Promised Key. I'm your host, Kushite Selassie, Lid Yehuda Chafari, Malcolm Selassie, however you want to call it. Before we get started on this, I need to really get my words straight. Before we get started on this whole Christmas shit and blackface, because I did promise y'all this episode was gonna be about blackface, but I said, well, I might put some Christmas on there too because there's blackface everywhere. I wonder if how many black people who celebrate Christmas know that. But blackface is everywhere, even in your Christmas. But before we get there, I just want to play something for y'all right quick. This is something that I run past and thought y'all want to listen to.
I have taken the opportunity on this visit to Los Angeles to speak to you on world peace and revolt in Africa. These subjects, together with that of the problems of minorities in the United States, form in fact one problem when brought together and viewed in unity. It is that task which I ask you to permit me to essay tonight, and to approach it from the point of view of what we usually call the Negro problem. All so-called social problems tend to merge. They all have to do with human actions and are based on human customs and treat the numerous and intricate relations of human beings. Moreover, particular social problems, despite the names they bear, change radically in the course of time. Indeed, the social problems change more often and in more ways than physical problems because of the unpredictable variations in human feelings and choices. They are subject to the same physical laws as sticks and stones, but there is enough of what we call will and volition to make it necessary for persons who are studying a human problem or trying to conduct their action in accordance with its present manifestations to keep a wary eye on changes and on current facts. For instance, in the United States during the young manhood of Frederick Douglass, the Negro problem was the problem of slavery. There were, of course, minor and connected problems, but they were all subjected to the main problem of human freedom. Then rather suddenly, between 1863 and 1876, the Negro problem became a problem of political enfranchisement and party government, which rapidly descended into race war, leading to temporary attempts to grapple with problems of work and education, but finally ending in practical disfranchisement of the entire Negro race in the South in 1876. From 1876 until our day, the race problem in the United States of the Negro has been primarily a struggle to regain the right to vote in the midst of caste discrimination, changing slowly but definitely to a problem of the right to work and to be trained for work at all levels, and to a struggle for broad civil and social rights. Most of you, I think, assume that this is still the Negro problem, but you must be warned that it is not wholly or mainly that now. That the reason that it is not is because of the fundamental changes now spreading over the whole world. Whereas in the 18th century the world thought that progress and emancipation were coming from popular education and universal suffrage, we know now that more fundamental than these important rights is the economic organization of the world. That is, the way in which the labor of human beings is organized to satisfy human needs. This question is so fundamental that all other questions of political power, of education, and human happiness depend upon it. for the rise of philanthropy, of socialism, and the attempt at complete realization of socialism through communism. It is immaterial whether or not you like or accept socialism or communism. The absolute compulsion of your facing the problem which they try to solve is inescapable. While I am sure most of you realize this worldwide change of emphasis, I doubt if you see how this affects the Negro problem in the United States. Because most American Negroes of education and property have long since oversimplified their problem and tried to separate it from all other social problems. They conceive that their fight is simply to have the same rights and privileges as other American citizens. They do not for a moment stop to question how far the organization of work and distribution of wealth in America is perfect, nor do they for a moment conceive that the economic organization of America may have fundamental injustices and shortcomings which seriously affect not only Negroes, but the whole world. Just as Booker Washington, in his day, assumed that American ideals were complete and right, that all we had to do was to fight to imitate and attain them, so today, we Negroes are largely quite swept away by the miracles of American industry, the huge accumulation of wealth, and the conspicuous expenditure which we find about us. Our idea of heaven is to be rich Americans, to make the kind of show in home, dress, and automobiles that is so popular in America, and to suffer in our effort to do these things, that we should be able to do them with no discrimination on account of race or color.
Y'all listen?
This is dangerously short-sighted.
Y'all listen?
We American Negroes are part of the working force of the world. Not only do we represent an important segment of the American working class, but also of the working classes of Europe, Asia, and Africa, and of the other Americas. In these days of uncertainty, we have to live, and here in the United States, where for many it is difficult to earn a living without selling one's soul to the food and greed.
And that was W.E.B. Du Bois in 1953.
As you just heard, that was W.E.B. Du Bois. Powerful, powerful brother. We don't hear a lot about him. We really don't. He's one of our unsung heroes here in America. For a lot of us, he was eclipsed. He was eclipsed by Booker T. Washington, then later Garvey, and everybody else in between, Frederick Douglass and everything. But that's not what today's episode was about. That's just something I really, really want to play for y'all right quick. Get everything set up the way I want it right quick. I just had to get that set up for that. So if there's any fumbling noises y'all hear, bear with me. And hopefully that speech won't too, y'all can understand it, because I really won't sure how I'm going to play it. I'm just trying some things. Alright. For those who follow me on Instagram, y'all know I promised y'all an episode about the blackface on TikTok. But, shit. Why? Enough people don't talk about it. I'm late about it. Enough people don't talk about it. Yeah. And the damn thing gonna change. Slap on the wrist for the white girl. Don't do it again. And the damn thing gonna change. And the damn thing gonna change. What the fuck we worrying about it for? Black people, y'all still gonna jump on TikTok as soon as y'all get a chance. As soon as y'all get bored, y'all gonna pull up that app and keep on watching and keep on looking for something until something else piss you off. And even then, still don't matter because you're still gonna be there. So it don't matter. I can sit here and talk about the shit till I'm blue in the face. Black people, y'all still gonna run on TikTok because y'all still like making y'all little videos. Hell, I can't be one to talk. I bet there's an answer racism on YouTube. Look where I'm talking to y'all. You know? White supremacy is not going to let up. White supremacy is not going to disappear. I don't care how much they let us do or how much shit they give us. We gotta remember where the fuck we are and who the fuck we dealing with. Shit, we live in a time when you can't say the F word, and I ain't talking about fuck. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They already took one of my videos down, so I want this one to stay up. But you can't say anything about gay people. But I bet if this is national TV, I can say nigga all day. Nigga. Watch I don't get demonetized for saying nigga. I can say nigga all day. No demonetize me for that. Unless they just want to be assholes. But anyway. Blackface. And I'm not talking about my nice ebony, my nice melanated blackface. I'm talking about white people walking around painting their faces black. And it's a nice coincidence I'm finally doing this on Christmas. Cause there's a nice little, cause how many black people who probably would get so upset about blackface? I'm talking about old black people. From like 60, like our parents' age, like my parents' age, and probably some of y'all's parents' age, born in the 60s. And all the way up to now. Yeah, your grandparents, even before then, everybody love Christmas. Which I hate, but anybody jump up in blackface, y'all lose y'all damn mind. But y'all celebrate Christmas though. Now I bet y'all wonder, how does blackface and Christmas correlate? Ask the Dutch. Every day they have this nice little parade where they walk around in blackface all damn day. I don't give a fuck what their reasons are. I know what their reasons are, but I don't give a fuck. That shit don't mean shit to me, and they know what the fuck they doing. They know what the fuck they doing. Shit. Like Krampus come and take some of their damn kids. Oh shit. But black people that ain't gonna stop nobody from getting Christmas. I can share out a bunch of pictures. Hopefully if I'm not too lazy in editing, I'll share out the pictures will pop up in the video as I'm talking. But that ain't gonna stop y'all from celebrating Christmas. No. That ain't gonna stop y'all. I can sit here and talk to y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play something else for y'all. I'm not gonna play. This ain't gonna be no long documentary. I'm gonna give it to you in easy. Matter of fact, if I give it to you that way, you'll still find some way to act like that crap ain't real. But let me see. Well, a lot of y'all Christians don't realize that your Christmas is a pagan holiday, and anybody who understands basic scriptures will know there's no way he was born in December. This is just a nice little way for y'all for Europeans to still celebrate their pagan holidays without messing with their faith. Most Christians would notify that as playing both sides of the fence, but this is for black Christians. Y'all don't really care about that. Y'all don't care. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all don't care about what everybody else does. But it ain't about what everybody else does. It's about what they're doing gave birth to what y'all doing. So what they're celebrating is the origin of what y'all doing. Y'all can change it all y'all want to.